Good morning. We've woken up in a field on the Isle of Arran. We're just past Sannox, and today we're going to walk through Lochranza, Catacol, and our aim is to camp in a place called Fairhaven. We've packed down as quick as we can because it's meant to be raining, but it's not raining, so we thought we'd take the opportunity to pack down real quick. There's one or two people starting to stir here now. That's all our stuff on the bench. We've made a coffee and we're going to go down to the river to drink it. Good morning, my neighbours.
Cheers.
Short little hike to Fairhaven. We can make plenty of stops along the way. The first thing we're going to stop at is Falling Rocks, or Fallen Rocks.
Fallen Rocks.
1.5 miles down the coast. They've just woken up. They're all sleepy. Look at him waddling. Campsite behind us. You head off down this path on the way to Lochranza. Through the new wooden gates. And on we go. The beach is great, really natural, rocky, and there's a spot over here on the left. This is all within 1 mile of where we just camped, so if you wanted to get away from the crowds, there was 5 tents there, but you could camp here. Even better spots to camp a couple more 100 metres on. This one with a bench just before the Fallen Rocks. There's a big camp area there, and wood, only wood to get yourself a little fire. Looks like there's a fire pit there already. It's a nice stroll along here. This must be some of the Fallen Rocks. Moving on a few metres, there's more big boulders there on the beach that have fallen down. We're going to stop and have breakfast by these Fallen Rocks. So look at the patterns on them. Well, we're on the east coast of Arran, so that's the west coast of Scotland. We didn't have breakfast at the Falling Rocks. It started to rain. That's our coastal path. There's a notice on the gate back there warning you about ticks and Lyme disease and how it's on the increase. And when you get home, to check yourself in all the usual places for ticks. Nice breeze now, keep the midges at bay. There's massive hills on the left. Just off the path, this cave looks a little bit interesting.
It's a cool little shelter though, look. They've built this little wall at the front to shelter you from the wind. There's seats in there, and it's clean. Nobody's using it as a toilet.
She's pondering. So far it's a proper coastal path. You could not get much closer to the water. And there's Arran Cottage up ahead. There it is, shining bright white like a beacon on the east coast of Arran. It's Arran Cottage, but it's not a bothy. You can't get into it. Nearly 4 miles from where we camped. Just having a little breakfast and coffee break on the steps of Arran Cottage. And there's good camping here. You could camp outside the front of this really nicely. Just met a couple as well who told me they were surprised to see it locked up because it used to be a bothy. a 2-floor bothy, and they said it was great. You'd go paddle boarding or canoeing or swimming out there, and then come in and use the cottage. So they're surprised to see it boarded up. It's a bit of a gnarly path down to the beach here. There's the walls of an old ruin here, and the ruins are at this really nice little bay. Perfect for launching boats, old canoes. A few paces on, there's some more ruins. This is quite a big bunch of steps up here. We've just discovered from these lovely people we met on the trail that you can scan these posts and it'll tell you about the stuff. And we're going to go down and have a look at this sandstone that is 270 million years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see if it says it on here then.
This is it, just off the path. 270 million years old.
The shapes are just amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, should we stop and have lunch on history?
Yeah.
We got some nice weather. I'm 5.3 miles away from the campsite at Sannox. There's this lovely little spot here for camping. Someone's got a little fire pit there ready to go. And we're just before the Cock of Arran. This section north of the island by the Cock of Arran is a bit more gnarly to walk on. Map girl's trying to hack her way through that way because this step was just a bit too big for her legs. I'm going to try and get up here. What's that? Big bumblebee after me stuff. Right, let's try and get up here. So yeah, this is probably the trickiest bit. Is getting over all these big rocks. There is a path. I've come across a couple of buildings. I wonder if someone lives here. It's a great building. It's private, it's not a bothy. back to the path. This is a decent pitch just before you get to Lochranza. Lochranza. That's the Scottish mainland over there. Even better pitches here, a bit further on. This sign says you've got to sit on the granite boulder and admire the view.
Mighty fine view it is too.
Yep. The ferry is docked at Lochranza. And that's the castle. So we have to walk around to the end, come back, and we're going to have a look at that castle. Let's see what's through this door. That'll do.
Lovely jubbly.
We leave Lochranza. My belly is full of pizza. And we're going in search of a campsite. Well, there is a campsite here, but we're looking for a camp spot. Hopefully we are gonna wild camp somewhere. Keep your eye out for this sneaky left. Catacol. This way. Big little climb out of Lochranza. Saw a deer, and right here there's a house there, but you're kind of hidden from it. You could camp here, I reckon. Right, but we're going on a little bit further. And I got the feeling there's a few good places along here. Just here as well, a bit further away from the house. Look at the view. Wow. Descending down into Catacol, which looks just like a few houses. That's the hill we came down. That's going to be the sunset. This is our pitch.
Got some water for them. Waking up here on this grass pitch is just beautiful, just a bit past Sannox Bay. We set off on a good solid 4x4 track through this forest along the coast to Fallen Rocks. And then this is a single track path. It's a lovely grassy path past some amazing caves and some beautiful rock formations all along here before reaching Lagan Cottage, where it's a lovely spot to stop for a break, and there's some wild camping spots there. Continuing on a single track path, it gets a little bit rocky here, climbing down to the beach and then back up towards the Cock of Arran. Again, a few good camp spots along this way. It's just a beautiful single track path. After the Cock of Arran, there's some big boulders to navigate around the Fairy Dell and North Newton before picking up the road into Lochranza. You can't cut through here, you do have to continue on the road around here before getting to the castle, which is well worth a look. There's a pub at Lochranza, which is really nice, and then it's a steep climb out and up and along this lovely grassy coastal path. It's just beautiful, before coming down into Catacol and joining the road again around here up to Fairhaven, where we have got our wild camp pitch for the night.